morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be doing DIY wood signs. So you'll need these things that I have here. The description box has the list of what you use. My favorite wood stain is this Minwax wood finish, the Jacobean shade. I just think it's beautiful. I also use a t-shirt to apply the wood stain. Sandpaper is really essential for smoothing out the wood so it stains evenly. This is just from Dollar Tree. So first I started by sanding. Now the wood round that I bought was already pretty sanded. It was pretty smooth, I mean. And even though it was already pre-sanded and came in a package, I just decided to sand it so that this would go on more evenly. So the t-shirt really also helps it go on evenly without so much streaking, and I just really like the results I get by using a t-shirt. This is just one of my husband's old undershirts that I'm using right now. When you're applying stain, it works best to go with the grain so that the streaks are not visible if there are any, and then I just do the sides as well. Next, I went into my Silhouette Cameo program on my computer and designed the sign layout with some elements that I already knew I was going to be using. The font for the S and the date is Castellar, and the names are I Love Glitter. Here I am assembling the sign. I like to assemble to make sure that everything printed correctly. And then you just go ahead and get contact paper and cut out the size that you're going to be using to apply the stencil. So you just want to make sure everything's pushed down well as you're trying to get it onto this contact paper. Sometimes it can be a little tricky. Make sure that you smooth it out really well and get out any air bubbles, especially on the outer edges of your design, so that no paint will go through. I really love using gold and white on this stain shade especially. I just think it looks really nice. So you just dab it on and use thin layers of paint so that it should dry evenly, and then just peel up your stencil, being careful to peel with the grain to minimize any pull-up of the wood. As a side note, if you do not have a vinyl cutting machine, that is totally okay. You just have to print out the design that you want on printer paper and cut it out in contact paper with an Xacto knife. The contact paper will not be quite as sticky as the vinyl will, so you just have to be really careful about getting crisp lines by using thin layers of paint. I love this floral border design that I'm using, but can I just say that weeding it is so tedious, and even just pulling it off the paper can sometimes be a chore. But I just really love the end result and how it looks. I'm using a makeup sponge to apply the paint because I found that just doing that little dabbing motion can sometimes not look as even if you're using something like a paintbrush or anything else like that. I've just really liked the results that I get with this makeup sponge. Now on this particular sign, when I was peeling up the vinyl, I did have some wood that peeled up with my vinyl. And for this sign, I was fine with that. I wanted this sign to look kind of rustic, and sometimes I sand them afterwards lightly to be more rustic. So when I had some pull up, I was okay with that. I use a needle to weed the little vinyl pieces up off the wood. I just kind of poke at it from the side along with the wood grain, and it comes right up, and it's really thin, so precision is easy. Sometimes it's hard to tell if you've gotten all the pieces because everything's painted white and it all kind of blends. So I just examine all my signs after really carefully to make sure that I didn't miss any little vinyl pieces. I know some people go really above and beyond with trying to get their lines perfect and everything symmetrical. I just kind of go with the wood grain and hope that it all looks good, and so far that has been a great strategy for me. I hope this video was helpful to you guys and you guys got some ideas and maybe some inspiration to try out making your own wood sign. I hope you guys all enjoyed my video and I hope you all have a great day. Thanks for watching.